All right, so for this week's episode, I was going to say today's. I don't do this on a daily. Hardly do this weekly, once weekly. But anyways, for this week's episode of DevSpot, I was kind of struggling. All right, not going to lie. I was kind of struggling with what to put out there. So I thought, okay, what's going to be the most value? I don't know why I'm going for this shot. Anyways, what's going to be the most value? So today we're going to do it a little bit different. We are going to be looking at your landing page or your download page for your game, because that is by far the most overlooked portion of the game development process. So we're going to be using GameJolt today, and we're going to be looking at some GameJolt download pages and rating them and talking about how we can improve them. So let's get started. Alright, hey guys, so as promised, we're going to go through some GameJolt things. I have a screen pulled up here and everything that we're going to switch to, but what we're going to be looking for in this one is we're going to be looking at the thumbnails, we're going to be looking at the banners, and what kind of pictures and clips they have on their little scroll bar of media. We're also going to be looking at the download links and their descriptions and what's all in there. If they're bigger, we might be looking at their responses to some posts. So let's get going. Switch over here. I got GameJolt all pulled up for you guys. Let's here. Survival games. We're gonna look at some survival games. So remember the criteria. Let's go. Ooh, this one right away draws me in. Okay, this one gets me right away because of the image it has, and that it's actually taking advantage of the motion GIF thing. Oh, it's targeted for mature audiences. That's alright, it's probably just because of the violence. Okay, so first thing right here, this matches the thumbnail. I know I came to the right spot that I clicked on because it's got the thumbnail. Not just because of the name, but because I'm assaulted with this image. That right away, this looks like a horror game. And yeah, upside down first nightmare. Okay, that makes sense. Right here, we got the main image that was used in the thumbnail. We've got a map, game over screen, some artwork, more gameplay. Okay, so from all these pictures, I don't like that I have to scroll. I think it would be better if you just had like just right here, so they don't have to scroll, because most of the time people aren't going to see over here because they're just going to scroll here, 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 here. Wow, there's no video comments on this yet? Interesting. Is this out, or is this just a... Yeah, this is out. Okay. So, down here, they don't have any music, so that's fine. You don't need to put out music. I don't even think that helps your downloads if you, like, release the soundtrack. I haven't seen that have any impact on plays. It's a nice little touch. This isn't in English, so I can't really read it, which... Why isn't this in English? Okay, yeah, this is already a problem. Why don't do English and then not English? Like, if you don't have an English version of the game, don't put the title in English. Put it in the language that the game's in. If there's an English translation, or say it's an English game and you put a Spanish title and an English description, that doesn't make much sense. That's probably a poor example, but try and keep these consistent. Now, if you have multiple versions, of course, put the translations in here so that way I can see, if I don't speak English, I can see, oh, okay, they took care of my language down here. But make sure this and this is consistent. And they have a post here, which is good. I don't know what this says, so I can't really say much more about it. Let's go to a different one. Let's go to a different category. Let's go to RPGs. Okay, let's go to new. Let's check out some newer ones. Insert game title here. Let's check it. Okay, so there's no banner art, there's no pictures. It was posted 12 minutes ago. Okay. Interesting. So first off, I would definitely have an image here, maybe 1 or 2 images here, and then add a little bit more of a description. Like, explore a giant mine where monsters wait for you. Okay. Another thing I wanted to talk about is if you just post this, and this is marked early access, okay? Something I look for is, what are your plans? What do you plan on doing in the future? If it's not complete, what do you plan on adding? That way I know if I come down here and I see there's a plan, you have ideas. Okay, I'm more likely to follow because I want to see how you implement those. If I don't see anything down here, if I just see, okay, nothing, a little bit, early access, nothing, I'm not convinced that you're going to keep developing this game. And I think that's an important part to realize, is that if you mark early access, you better have plans. You better have ideas for where you're going to go next. If you don't have any plans and you think you implemented everything you have ideas for, mark it as complete. Just mark it done. But putting that banner there, even if it's just a screenshot from the game, that takes 2 minutes, 30 seconds even. It's not that much effort, but it makes it look that much more professional. You spent a lot of time on this. You want people to download this. Oh, I'm not even gonna honor that. I've seen this image before. A lot. Comments disabled. Why? I've never seen that before. Why? Okay, let's leave this genre. Let's go over here. Let's go to action. Okay, you can't survive. Okay, so I'm expecting this to be a survival. It's a survival game. Yeah. Thought there was a survival. Okay, guess not. We're out in the woods. Okay. Alright, I can see it. Are these a bunch of like D&D maps? What is this? What is this from, like? I don't get any info. This looks like the development process. Oh, this was posted 18 minutes ago with version 1. Okay, so it's got that you can't survive as a slender like with low poly graphics. Okay, there's a little bit of a trailer, which is nice. That's good. Is there anything more? Okay. Okay, see, you marked it as complete. You don't need plans. You got your trailer. You got the game. I might play this later just to check it out. You got a little bit of rendition here. All right, that's good. That's good. This is what I would say should be the standard from what I see. But I see a lot of people that just like, oh, I made a game. I'm just going to post it. I don't even care. I'm just going to throw it up on the internet and people should download it. People will download it because my game looks amazing. But nobody sees it unless you have that media. It goes back to marketing is like the #1 thing you need to be doing. And this is just that one little thing. It's free basically. The number of people that probably scroll past a game with, can I go back to that one? Yeah. The number of people that are going to scroll past this versus this. If they had to pick this one or the other one, they're going to pick this one. I'd say 90% of the time. And not that you're directly competing, but it's something to keep in mind. What is drawing people to click on my thumbnail? Why would somebody do it? Like, here there's no incentive. This looks interesting. This tells me what's going on a little bit. This looks interesting. You have the title here, so you don't need to put it here. Just the words. Give me at least a screenshot like this. So I'm like, okay, that looks intriguing. How did they implement that? Yes, I have text, and I have the same text again. This is fine here. This is totally fine here. This is a menu screen, and then gameplay. Okay. Again, how often does this happen now? English. Not English. How often does that happen? I feel like that's going to happen a lot now, isn't it? We still on new? Let's go to featured. Let's look at some really good ones. Oh, this one's still featured. Wow. Okay, that's a high def image. Brief battles. let's check this one out. Okay, look at this. It's kind of almost like banners on YouTube. It's the same concept, really. Okay, look at this. We have video, gameplay, image, gameplay, image, gameplay, image, gameplay. Okay. And they all look on different maps. Right? Is that what I'm seeing? Maybe a little bit of repeating. But yeah, I think you should keep it to this unless you really have that much to show off. And then, okay, hold on. We're early access. Okay. This demo includes this. The full game will feature this. It's in development with some limited functionality. Okay, it tells you what to expect before you play. Install instructions. And then a post. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a lot of reading, honestly, but for me, that's all super interesting because I'll scroll down here and okay, I get the description. They have a Kickstarter. Cool. This is what I'm getting for the Kickstarter right now. This is what, if I support it, they'll probably be able to do. There's more here. They draw you to further into their game just by doing that. Little warning since it is early. And then this is the stuff that you will need to know. This is error handling. If I come back here because I'm having a problem, I'll see it. And minimum specs, are they really testing things out that much that they need to put computer specs? Wow. Okay, install instructions. Cool. I'm surprised there's no gameplay footage here. And how did you respond? Okay, basically just, okay. Yep, and it looks like he's responded, he/she has responded to everything. That's good, that's very good. That's actually a good way to show your community that you're getting involved and that you care. You care about their playing. They downloaded your game and they're giving you feedback or complimenting you. So you should invest back and try and hook them to follow the game as well as you. Is this making sense as I'm going on? Tell me in the comments if you think this is making sense, and also if you have a game on GameJolt and you want me to take a look at your page and maybe give you some pointers, since I've seen, oh, I don't know, a couple hundred of these things, and I kind of understand what the difference between a good and a bad one is. I might be able to give you a hand. So drop that link in the comment below if you have one of those. What is going on here? Okay, I'm trying to find something that I typically, it's going to happen on the newer ones more often than not. But sometimes you'll get a thumbnail that just completely betrays what the game is actually about. So I got this. That's the same picture. Okay, not that one. That one's not the same picture. That's not what I meant. Pig your item. Okay. What's going on here? This looks like just a brawler game. That's cute. They invaded your farm. Okay. Alright. Video comments is good. You didn't... This guy didn't reply to these, though. Yeah, you should definitely be replying, especially to video comments. Okay, actually, this guy looks like the dev here. One of the devs. Okay. So you're good there. How long did this come out? 4 days ago? Okay, so you're doing alright then. This guy's doing alright. But like responding to those, especially video comments, it makes the Let's Player more likely to follow you. Every time somebody responds to me in their page, like when I post a video comment, I'll follow them. I follow a lot of developers on GameJolt, and there's actually been a fair number of people that don't respond to my video comments. Like, I took the time to play your game and promote it and give you feedback, but you didn't take the time to just say, hey, thanks. It's not that hard. Teach their own. What is this? Math battle. Do you have to... It is a math game. That's hilarious. Where... There's been a few games that I'll come to that I'll see a thumbnail like this, and it'll be like a first person. or like this, and this will only be like one element of it. You want to make sure that your game isn't, you aren't betraying your game with the thumbnail. Well, this looks interesting. It looks very interesting. And I wonder if I can find it someplace else. So why are you doing this to yourself? What is going on here? I can't read any of this, but here, look, this is in another language. This is in another language. Perfect. That's great. We did translate it, but you didn't change the game name. I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, that might be a name. That might actually be a name. It's entirely plausible that that's a name. Why would you use something? See, this might be what I'm talking about. Extremely simple batch game. Okay. See, this thumbnail, points if you recognize it, they doesn't match what's going on. There's nothing going on in here for one, but I'm pretty sure that if he made this, she made this in 30 seconds, it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like that thumbnail at all. And that's my point. You need it. You can't betray your game with your thumbnail, because I'm gonna click in here, I'm gonna be like, oh, that looks like really nice graphics. Even if I didn't recognize this, is what it'd be like. I recognize this, and so I'm not fooled. I click on that, come in here, wow, there's nothing, and I see this, I'm gone. I'm gone. If you spend time, that one's a bad example because it clearly didn't spend time in it, but if you spend time making a game, spend the extra 15, even spend the extra hour to put in decent artwork and actually format your page. It helps so much. I can't stress how much that just that little bit of investment into marketing, and you don't need money for it. You just need to spend a little time. You've already made the game. Just spend a little bit of time making your page a little bit better, a little bit more visually appealing. It's the one thing that they like stress on YouTube a ton, visual authority. When they look at your page, they want to get drawn in by the artwork. That's it. You want to make them want to stay. Make them curious. Give them something to look at. If you give them nothing to look at, they're gone. It's just plain and simple. And I hope that this exercise was useful. And if it is, let me know in the comments below. And let me know what you learned. Let me know what you think I missed, what you think I hit on. And again, if you have a game out there, if you know a game page you'd like me to look at, I'll take a look at it and I'll respond to your comment with my thoughts. That's the deal. So guys, thank you for watching. If you're new here, remember to subscribe and hit that like button if you like this video, so I know that I should be making more videos like this. But until next video, guys, please take care of yourself, and I will see you later.